Okay, well, good morning, everyone. I'm Mary Prina. I'm the Director of Communications with the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors, and thank you once again for joining us for Breakfast with Benefits. And today we have our friends at Real Grader back with us, and Mike Huxtable is going to be doing the presentation today, and it's all about Google 101, everything you wanted to know about Google, but were afraid to ask. So, Mike, without further ado, the floor is yours.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Good morning again. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Michael Huxtable. I am an international speaker and business development lead for Real Grader. I've been with them since day one. The CEO is a great friend of mine, and I'm excited to be here to represent us and talk to you guys. Again, for those of you who are current clients, this is going to be a recap. You've probably seen this presentation before. So if you wanted to take your time elsewhere, our feelings wouldn't be hurt. But if you want to feel free to listen again, go right ahead. For those of you that have your cameras off, we would love for them to be on. As a presenter, it's really hard to talk to just a dark box. I love to see faces. But again, I would just really appreciate that. So I'm just going to share my screen. I'm going to start this presentation and get this party started. So today, I'm going to share with those of you who have not seen this presentation before, ways to avoid the costly mistakes that shocked over 30,000 top producing agents regarding their online reputation in 2022. This is Alex Montalenti. That's his mom. This whole thing started in that garage, 23 years ago now. Long story short, his mother was a realtor in Manhasset, Long Island. He was about to be a college graduate with a digital marketing degree. She called him home to help her because back then was the big transition from paper to internet, right? So there was a lot of changes. She had no idea what she was doing. And she recruited him home to help her with her digital marketing. So long story short, based on the efforts I'll share with you guys today, she ended up with an $80,000 commission check just on the fact of cleaning up her online presence, leveraging her brand, making sure that her whole presence was solid. And that's really how he came to birth. So interestingly enough, 48% of realtors say keeping up with this stuff is their biggest challenge. There's no time, too complex, they get frustrated. So just to take the pulse of those of you in this presentation that are with me, because there's still a lot of cameras off, in the chat, what's your biggest challenge keeping up with this stuff? Tell me, is it no time? What are you frustrated with? Is it the complexity? So go ahead and let me know in the chat where it is that you're actually struggling. And Mary, can I count on you to man the chat when I ask certain questions like this? Because as a presenter, I can't see it. Oh, here it is. Never mind. I got it. Okay, so Juan, time. Thank you. Miguel, time and complexity. Anne Marie says time. Pip has a fear of Instagram. I love it. I appreciate the honesty. Paul, time. A lot of Miss Crystal, changing often. Yes, it often changes. Christina, too much available, it's too overwhelming. I get that. I get a lot of times here. Joanne, Tracy, Caesar, Kathy, time to review security before sign up, right? Sometimes feel overwhelmed. Okay, digital stuff to do. Thank you, Eddie. So yeah, a lot of time and frustration. I get it, right? But that's why we're here. So I also want you to start thinking this, like, how can you manage all this stuff? Like if you look at these 8 platforms, go ahead and take a screenshot, by the way, you guys. These are the 8 platforms we're going to be talking about today. And here's why. If you don't get anything out of today, I want you to get this. 87% of a realtor's business starts on Google. 87%, whether you're strictly referral, no matter where you're at in your business. Now, when someone researches a realtor, typically these 8 platforms show up on the very first page. So common sense would state, if it's not done already, all of these platforms need to be leveraging your brand, working properly, connected to the MLS, etc. Right? And to be clear, this is a Google business page, right? So these are 8 platforms: Google Business, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Realtor, Homes.com, Zillow, and Facebook. Okay. So some of you might look at this and think, gosh, this is so overwhelming. There's 8 of these. But once these are optimized and branded, the only ones you have to take care of are the ones that are your social media. You got to post, right? So I think it's time to ask this question. Time to brag. Of these platforms that you guys are looking at now, which ones have you gotten business from? Please share that in the chat. chat. Which of these 8 platforms have you gotten business from? Thanks, Anna. Instagram. Beautiful. Google and Facebook. That's from Elizabeth. Appreciate you. PaulRealtor.com. Love it. Eddie, Facebook. Ooh, nice. Zillow from Christina. Realtor.com. Caesar, Juan, Google. Amazing. Miguel, Zillow. Tracy, Zillow, and Facebook. Tony, Facebook and Instagram. Joanne, Google and Facebook. So awesome. Thank you for participating, you guys, because it really helps some of the folks that are on this webinar, because now those who didn't think they could get deals from the certain programs that or the platforms that you mentioned, now they might have faith. Okay. That's the whole reason why I asked that question, is to prove the point that all of these platforms generate business. Okay. Especially when they're optimized and leveraging your brand. Now, I didn't see a lot of YouTubes and Homes.coms up there because Homes.com kind of slid out of the industry, but now they're back. Okay, they got a huge investment from CoStar. I think it was $100 million, and they really upped their platform. And guess what? Everyone on this call and everyone watching has a Homes.com created for you already. If you have a license, it's created for you. So if you didn't know you had it, it's literally floating out there in Google space, empty. So it's something to write down and keep in mind. Also, a lot of YouTubes were missing from that question. Guys, YouTube is the #2 search engine on the planet. I'll say it again, #2 search engine on the planet. I know a lot of us are intimidated by videos, but it's just the place, an area that this industry is headed, and it's already there. Videos are super popular. Google loves videos. And it's just, it is what it is. And the more people watch your YouTube videos, the more they will auto-populate on the very first page of Google, because Google owns YouTube. So they kind of love each other, right? Now, the consequences of doing nothing, keeping with the old school way of business, I'm telling you, folks, you're missing opportunities daily. You don't have the digital credibility that folks are looking for. So, guys, for all of you, if I were to sit here and Google every single one of you for the next 5 hours, most of these platforms, again, are going to show up on the very first page when someone researches your name and realtor. Okay. So it's time to get this stuff done. We're in 2023. It's even weird to say, right? So this is where you're missing opportunities if you're not taking advantage of these platforms. So I want to know who dabbles in real estate and who's all in. And let me give you an example of what dabbling and all in is. I love this next slide. So in the chat, I want you to tell me if you're dabbling or if you're all in. This is dabbling. This is all in, right? So who's dabbling and who's all in? Throw it in the chat. Tracy's a dabbler. Paul's all in. Ayana's all in. Thomas is all in. Love it. Got a lot of all-ins. Joanne's, Eddie's, Anna's, Christina. Amazing. Nice. Tony, for 30 years, she's been all in. I love it. So Tony, you totally resonated with the fact of when I was telling you back when this whole thing started, our company 23 years ago. I mean, you were in it when it was all paper, right? And then you went through that transition to all digital, right? Crazy. So here's the deal. We have tripled in size in the past year, because we were one of the only companies out there during the pandemic helping realtors. We got write-ups in The Real Deal. We got write-ups in Inman, Realtor.com. We have some really exciting news that I'll share with you after giving this away. But right now, I want to fulfill my promise of giving away some free stuff. So Alex and the company have created something called Real Grader University. All right. What it is 50 hours of training videos professionally put together on the 8 platforms, right? It's not 50 on every single one. It's combined on the Google Business, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Homes.com, Realtor.com, and Zillow. So this is what they look like. What we want to do is give all the participants a way to log in and have access to this, so you can time block on your own calendar to learn some of this stuff. This is literally 20 hours of information professionally compiled together, and he's giving it away for free. So if you want the free guides, go ahead and text this number, text your full name, whether you're a single agent, whether you're a team lead, whether you're a broker owner, and then put guides or guidebooks, excuse me. That way, we can send you a link to the free guides. And again, it's 50 hours of training videos on every platform that we're talking about today. So if you're into learning this stuff, all you got to do is text that phone number, and then we'll send you a link, and you'll have access to the guidebooks. And that's our gift to you guys for being with HGAR and spending the rest of, well, not the rest of your mornings, the next few more minutes with me. So here we go. The biggest announcement that we have, Mary, I don't know if you knew this, but last week the press went out. We are the first company for NAR Reach in 2023. And for those of you who don't know what the Reach program is within NAR, every year they choose a handful of startups with a proven track record to actually invest in themselves and kind of open some doors for in 2023. So we're really excited and proud of that. So now we have NAR backing us. So watch out. We're going to be making some serious moves, and we're so excited about it. It's a really
Congratulations.
good
No, I
honor
did
to
not
have.
know that. That's great news.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, we went to our first event a couple weeks ago. It was great. Great to be a part of the mothership, if you will. So for those of you that don't know us, what we do is we literally measure, manage, and maximize your digital presence. Measure, how do we do that? Technically, we created a software program that scans 181 data points amongst all 8 of the sites that we're talking about today. And what it's designed to do is find broken links, outdated information, inconsistent branding, things of that nature. And then our tech experts take that information and go to work and manage it all. Maximize, this is something that we created that's part of what you just got a free gift, the training on the 8 platforms. We actually now have a program where it's called a real estate influencers program, where we can actually provide you ongoing support and training. Literally a live Zoom call every single day, Monday through Friday, or a live training, or a live outside expert webinar. So that's something pretty cool that's new within Real Greater World. So I want to know, if we put you through that software program, okay, and you got a grade on the 8 sites, text your number what you think of 0 to 100 of what your grade would be if you got graded on all 8 of the platforms that we're talking about today. We want to know who is tech savvy, who isn't, and who might need the most help. So what do you think your grade would be? So I have the company phone here. Got a lot of folks asking for the guidebooks. I got a 6 to a 7. Thank you very much for your honesty. I won't say your name. Who else? What do you think your grade would be if we put you through the software program and we graded you on all 8 of these? I got another, let's see, another 7. I got to go, an A. Okay. I got an 8, 7s to 8s. A lot of low numbers. I appreciate 4. No worries. It looks like we got a lot of lower numbers within the crowd, which lets me know you're in the right Zoom, okay? Because we're going to give you guys some serious clarity. So I like to start my webinars off with a very easy question. If I want to list or buy with you, where am I going to search? It just starts with, it's one word. Throw it in the chat, throw it in the text, doesn't matter. If I want to list or buy with you guys, where am I going to search? Where are my all ins? There we go. Look at this. They're just flying in. Google, 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 Google. Yes, absolutely. It starts with Google. We Google everything. Hair salon, bar, restaurant, realtor, everything. The problem is, as a realtor, you need a solid foundation on Google in order to grow. This is your foundation. Most of these show up on the very first page of Google, you guys, when someone researches you. So that is your foundation, all right? So we already did that one. Now here's something that's interesting. The national average, for those of you that are participating and give me numbers, is 30 out of 100. After grading 50,000 agent profiles, the most common mistakes that everyone's making is as follows. Inconsistent social media and lack of branding. You're not leveraging your brand that you're with. You're not posting enough. A lot of broken links out there, or links taking you to places you didn't even know existed. There's a lot of outdated information for you guys. One platform says you did 16 transactions in the last 12 months. The other platform says you've been out of business for 2 years. There's a lot of duplicate profiles out there too, or missing profiles. You're not taking advantage of these 8 that are actually there for you. And a lot of data isn't synchronizing with Zillow, Realtor, and Homes.com. These are the 3 that link up to the MLS. So Google Business Pages, that's the most important platform of all 8. Why do you want to have them? Because they build credibility. You can actually cut and paste homes you've sold in the past. You can put your bio in there. Obviously, you can get your reviews on there. Google reviews equal currency, period. Those of you, especially Tony's been around for a while, used to put all your faith in Zillow. The ball switched courts. It's now on your Google Business page. So that's the platform you want to focus most of your reviews on. So today I want to share with you guys 3 secrets, those of you who haven't seen this before, on how to build your digital presence without losing your time trying to be a techie. The first one is how to build a solid presence on the 8 essential sites, okay? For those of you who joined late or didn't get a chance to take a screenshot last time, take a screenshot here, because these are the 8 platforms all on one screen, so you can remind yourself, all right, this is where I need to focus my efforts when it comes to Google. Because again, 87% of your business starts right here, right on Google, okay? So, and to be clear, within this presentation, we're focusing on Google Business Pages. So, when I Google a couple of you in a minute, this is exactly what I want to see. I want to see a Google Business page show up. I want to see it named correctly, connected to the maps. I want to see every way to contact you. And on the left-hand side, I want to see the pertinent links that we're talking about, like a Facebook or an Instagram or a Realtor.com or a Zillow, okay? So it's time for the hot seat. This is my favorite part of the presentation because this is where we get real and this is where folks get to learn the most. So for those of you that were doing something, maybe drinking coffee, maybe eating your bagel, I don't know what you're doing, but if you haven't seen this before, it's time to truly pay attention because this is the juice. So in the chat, go ahead and type Google me if you want me to Google you now and give you some free tips on your personal real estate specific digital footprint. Oh, here they come. Okay, let me catch up. Now, Tony, you've been in it for 30 years. I forget, are you already with us? Are you a client with us? Go ahead and unmute yourself, hon.
I do not believe so.
Okay. Beautiful. And you're going to be a great example because you've been around for 30 years. So it's go ahead and unmute because you and I are going to chat. So Tony, Chrystal. Did I spell that right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oops. Let me get this out of here. And then where are you operating out of?
White Plains,
White Plains.
Houlihan Lawrence.
Bingo. This is you, twin team?
Yep. Mhm.
Awesome. All right. So this is great. First things first. Guys, when I Google her name, her Google Business page shows up. This is wonderful. She's connected to the map. She has her logo next to her name. She has any way to research her. The one thing, Tony, you're missing. Underneath phone, there should be a link to make a direct appointment with you. So one thing we like to do, I'll show you an example. So this is Kristen. I was actually just on the phone with her prior. That's why she's on my screen. She's a product of our product. She went through our program. Notice under appointments here, there's a link that says Instacart. What that is a link, you guys, to her digital business card, which is an app that lives on her phone with her headshot, custom to her brand, and she can share it any way she wants. Text, email, QR code. In the menu, it's completely customizable. Any link you want, we can put there. All the social media stack could be on the front. It's a pretty powerful tool. It's actually, here's mine behind me. If you're interested in getting mine, all you have to do is scan this QR code next to me. And then we'll be in contact. You'll get my digital card. But when you click a link online, or if you send your digital card via email, this is what it's going to look like. It takes over the whole screen. It'll have your branding in there, any way to contact you, any way to find you, any way to make an appointment with you. It has all your social media links on the top. Again, the menu's completely customizable, but the most powerful tool, Tony, that people use this for is building reviews. So there's a said review me, right? Boom. Every platform where she wants her clients to leave a review are listed here. So they'll choose one, leave a review, or choose multiple if they're kind enough. And then poof, she's got a new review. And all that is not only on as an app living on her phone, it's a direct link right here on her Google Business page. Crazy powerful, something that you're missing. All right. We want to add that here. Now, on the left-hand side, you guys, the first thing to research her after websites is her realtor.com. So let's see what we see.
Well, I haven't been in there in a while.
Okay, fair enough. So let's see. Sorry, my internet's a teeny bit slow. There we go. So we've got a branded cover image, which is bravo. Everyone give her a round of applause. This is what we want to see. Now,
Wow,
we
surprise.
can come up with new branding. We can come up with, yeah. Is this accurate? These are your
It is.
three. This
It's
is the team?
actually very accurate. So I'm trying to figure out when I did this. Must have been very recently.
I love it. So guys, this is what you want to see, a branded cover image, photos, logos, phone numbers. I love it. They went even further and put emails. This is great. Now, as I continue to search, I want to see this banner everywhere. All right. So within her realtor.com, you guys look, she's got her logo, which a lot of you are missing. Areas served, what is max this out? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. You have 11 areas served here. You can get a total of 30. All these are, you guys, are keywords, ways to be found within a certain platform. So go ahead and throw a bunch in there until you can't type anymore. It just makes sense. Now, one big red flag for me, Tony, is look at the price range in the last 24 months. It says none reported. So to me, that means this isn't hooked up to the MLS. It's not working the way it should, and you're probably not getting much business from it. And that's one of the reasons why. Specializations, you guys look, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 9. That's great. Most of you don't have that many, but I would challenge you, Tony, to add even more. Again, they're just keywords. Throw them
Yep.
in there, right? You can put
Yep.
anything you want. You can put like military, you can put waterfront, you can put mountain view, anything. They're just keywords, right? So as I go through this presentation, Tony, when I say maximize, those are things that we do. We go through and max platforms out with links and logos and keywords, etc. Now, the next link to research, and you look, guys, is her LinkedIn, right? Again, we're going through the platforms, the top 8, and look, they're going to, most of them are going to show up. Now, for those of you who are neglecting your LinkedIn, go ahead and slap yourself on the wrist, because this right now is one of the most powerful platforms for recruiting, for retaining, and for gaining revenue. A lot of you think, and a lot of us thought in the past, oh gosh, LinkedIn's just a place to get a job. Not anymore. LinkedIn now is a place to let the world know and your network know that you're a realtor. Because look, sorry, Tony, you're busted. It just says right here, Tony hasn't posted lately, but that's
not
okay.
true.
This is now a learning. Okay, well, maybe you have 2. You could have
I
a
might.
duplicate.
I do.
I think you do, because this is what we're seeing. So that's something to look into. Because
try-
it's, oh look, I think,
It's probably under Annette.
look at this. Yep, it is. So look here, you have 2. So the Tony Crystal is blank, and that's the first one showing over Annette. So that's something that needs to be handled. But
Yep,
here,
I
let's look
gotcha.
at Annette. So let's give her some props. She says she's using it. She's got her new headshot here. She's got her logos. She's got her branded cover image. So look, it's similar branding, but what we want to do is do the exact same. We want to see the same branding everywhere. Okay. Those same cover image. And look, yep, she's posted 20 hours ago, 2 days ago. She's totally using it and she gets it. So I love that. A lot of you are missing out on that. So learn from Tony.
And I'll
Next
tell you
is
the
her
reason.
Zillow.
I'll tell you the reason why. It's because when I first went on LinkedIn, I was going by my name, Tony Crystal, that everybody calls me, but then the state changed where we had to put in our license name. So I changed LinkedIn to Annette Tony Crystal, and that's why there's 2 of them. So I didn't know that.
Got it.
But thank you.
Yeah, of course. So check this out, Tony. Underneath professional information, there's a way to put a video here. So if you have a favorite video or a YouTube video, you can put that here. Now, you guys, for professional information, next to website, she has 1, 2, 3 links. That's great, above average, but remember, you can add a total of 5. So what you want to look and remember about these platforms, you guys, is they're designed to A, generate business for you, B, keep people within your real estate specific digital footprint, which are the 8 platforms, versus giving them an excuse to leave, okay? Not giving them an excuse to leave is achieved through links and content. So let's see where these take us, because sometimes they don't work. So let's check the 3 links within your Zillow to see where they take us. Looks like it's taking us to tonyandterry.com. Is that where we want to go?
No, not really.
Okay.
No, this
All
is
right.
right. This is correct.
This is right. Beautiful. All right. So that one's taking us the right way. Let's see if this takes us to the blog, and we have a broken link.
Okay.
Take a note.
Yeah.
Then we've got Facebook. Let's see if this takes us to the team Facebook. Sometimes it takes us to our personals,
That's not me.
and it's going to someone else's Facebook,
Ooh,
because that doesn't look like you.
no.
So, point proven, folks.
Yeah.
A lot of broken links, a lot of misdirected stuff out there. And that's one of the biggest things that our software program finds without using eyeballs. And then it'll find even deeper stuff once we run it on your platforms. Now, next, here we go. Here comes her Instagram. Let's see what we got. Beautiful, beautiful. Looks like she's posting a lot of real estate stuff, some personal stuff trickling in. I love it. Try to get more highlights on there if you can. Reels, you guys, are the hottest thing on Instagram right now. I love that you're doing it. Look, this one generated almost 900 views. This one generated a few. So keep doing them. They're actually designed to find you new business. Some things you're missing up here in the bio are some more links and hashtags that we can help you with. And then that's it on the first page for you. So we're missing some stuff. We're missing a YouTube channel if you have it. We're missing, let's see, a homes.com. And then Twin Team. One thing I would challenge you also to do, Tony, within your name of the Google business page is adding the word realtor or real estate or something to the fact of exactly what you do. And
Okay.
then another thing to take note, people love, in real estate, it's personal, right? So somehow, somewhere within this Google business page, get a headshot of yourself or the team, maybe pin that one to be the biggest picture versus your storefront or the brick and mortar. So Tony, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being transparent and exposing yourself in front of everyone. I hope you learned a lot. But what's your biggest takeaway from what you just saw?
Well, I have some work to do,
Yeah.
which I will do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So,
Awesome.
okay. Thank you.
And my pleasure. So next one, Christina Larden, go ahead and unmute yourself. I want to see what I find for you.
It may not be very good.
It's okay. That's why we're here. And you're what area?
I'm in Rockland County. Or you can put
Pearl
Pearl
River.
River as my office also. There
It's
I
all
am.
good. So this is you, right?
It
R2M
is.
Realty.
That's
Awesome.
me.
So this is great. Your Google business page shows up. One thing you're missing is a logo to the right, or you can even put a headshot here. Remember how Tony had that green horse? We can do the same thing for you. Put some sort of a logo or even a headshot. Again, under a phone, there's no way to make an appointment with you, so we can do a direct link to a digital card. Interestingly enough, the first link to research Christina, just like Tony, is her realtor.com on the left. So let's see what we got. We've got a dual logo. Okay. So again, what I want to do is take this logo and put it on something like, I don't know, an image. Okay. Put a logo up there, put your name, let people know you're a licensed real estate person, a phone number, maybe a cool tagline as well. And then we want to make it fit perfectly. Notice how yours is a little bit small and there's a huge banner to take up. We want to make stuff like this fit perfectly everywhere. Facebook, PC, and mobile. Realtor.com PC and mobile, a YouTube channel PC and mobile. If you don't have one, we want to create one. A LinkedIn account PC and mobile, a Google business page, of course, PC and mobile, and a digital business card, right? Consistent branding across the board. So no matter where we find you, you look similar. So we could take this logo here on the left, put it here underneath the name, and add a headshot here, right? Remember, personal. We want to see faces. Areas served, again, we can max that out, and you don't have any specializations listed. We got to get that stuff in there. You're missing a ton of keywords to help you get business from this platform. Here's her Facebook. Second link. Again, I love it. She's got her branding everywhere, but let's get a phone number on here. Let's get your name up there as well. Now you have message me, like, and search. Sometimes it's up to you guys, but we like to combine those into one big call to action that'll say something like this: call now, right? Make it big, make it loud. And then in the intro, you have one link to research you. What we want to see is a whole bunch. Let's add a whole bunch on there. Let's max these platforms out so you can start getting some engagement. Next is Zillow. Big, powerful platform, not going anywhere. So it looks like she's attached to a team. A lot of you who are in a team, and when you log into your Zillow and you don't see the team info here, you're missing out, because look at all these reviews that your team has versus what you have, right? So this is great that that's showing up. Now look, you only have one link here next to websites. Remember how Tony had, I think, 3? We can have a total of 5. So we got to add more links here. This is taking us to Christina.readytomove.com, which is great. I believe that's exactly where we want to go. So that works, but we got to add more links there. Next, Instagram. Let's see what we got here. Awesome. She's posting. She got 286 followers. Now, even just looking at your bio versus Tony's, you can add a lot more stuff here. We got to get that rocking and rolling. Reels, don't forget to start doing these. Looks like she is. Look at that, 300, 200. That last one got you 1,000. So watch that one and think, what did I do different here than the others? And just by glance, it showed you. That proves a point. Real estate is personal. Start getting comfortable with filming yourselves. Because look at the engagement on the others. Hundreds versus thousands. That was a great example. I'm glad we chose you. Let's go back here. Homes.com. Yes, it showed up. So again, this is making huge waves. Unfortunately, it didn't go to your homes. It went to just the general area of finding an agent. But this is a big, big platform. And then, do you have a YouTube channel?
I didn't think I did.
Well, let's see. You have one video attached to your name.
Okay.
And because Home Tour Vision, who maybe did this video for you.
Yes.
But that's great. This proves a point. When people, and there's your bio. So when people search and watch videos, they start to auto-populate you guys on the very first page. The world loves videos. So that was great to see. So, but we're still missing a few platforms on here and a lot of loopholes and links and stuff like that. Consistent branding. So as far as you, Christina, what's your biggest takeaway?
I need to be more consistent.
Yes.
With,
and you need to find those
with the
platforms
branding
that aren't showing up.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome. So I appreciate you both. Thank you so much for helping everyone on this call with your transparency, because I guarantee you everyone learned something. So I'm going to share with you guys now RealGraders proven process for building your brand on the 80 Essential sites. We just broke over 500 5-star reviews on our Google business page with tons of happy clients out there. If you joined late, NAR just backed us in the REACH program. And we're just excited for what we can do and have been doing for the community of real estate. So ours starts with number 1, Google business pages. So I'm using Gary Ashton as an example. He's the #1 RE/MAX team in the world, operating out of Nashville. He's a product of our product. He went through our program. And when he found us, he actually scored the highest we've ever found, which was an 82 out of 100. Most folks would just stop there and say, I'm good. But he's a perfectionist and he's like, all right, I already spend thousands of dollars a month on marketing. I have an entire marketing team. And if you guys can fill in the gaps, I'm all in. And he went through and he was so impressed. He actually ended up investing in our company. He's an investor. We have several because we're a startup, but we now train his team on a regular. So as he grows, we help, and we can do the same thing for you guys. So we start with Google Business Pages. Now, mind you, as I go through these 8 platforms, if you don't have them, we create them from scratch with you. So we do Google Business Pages. It's the most important of all 8. Okay, make sure all the calls to action are set, named correctly, connected to the map, and connect your digital business card. Then we switch to Facebook. We do it second because it's the most difficult. There are a ton of calls to action to make sure that are working correctly for you to start getting traction from your Facebook. Then we connect it to your Instagram. You actually start getting analytics, get your calls to action set, and then get you some hashtags and links in your bio. Then we hit your LinkedIn, a very powerful platform. If you don't have it, we'll set it up, get that branded cover image in there. For those of you that aren't good at writing bios, we can help. One of our coaches is a genius. She created this template where you fill in some basic information and then it like writes this amazing bio. Then we create YouTube channels. A lot of you don't have them. Remember, in the beginning, I told you it's the #2 search engine on the planet. It's extremely important. So we get that huge branded cover image in there. Get your social media stacks placed where they need to be, which means a list of links of your social media. Our goal is to complete your digital presence, okay, and help you become a social media influencer. Then we switch, and this also badge you guys can use once you go through a program within your marketing. So for those of you that are on the call that are current clients that aren't using this badge, go ahead and email support@realgreater.com and request this in a PDF form or whatever form you want so you can start using it within your marketing. Then we switch to real estate specific sites, yourhomes.com. Make sure your social media stack is where it needs to be. Make sure all your locations served are maxed out. Get the bio in there, etc. Then we hit realtor.com, right? That's typically the first platform that shows up on Google for all of you. Getting the branded cover image in there, bios, making sure your area served are maxed out, etc. And then we end with Zillow. For those of you that have been around for a while, Tony can contest. It's a love-hate relationship with the platform, but it's very powerful if you use it. It's a necessary evil because they're not going anywhere. All right. So for those of you that are brand new, you need to make sure you have a minimum of 5 5-star reviews within that platform in order for them to consider it complete, if you will. So if you haven't focused your efforts there, try to send some reviews, at least 5, and then you'll be off and running, because the general public are looking for these 5 stars within your Zillow platform. Okay. We skim everything now. So just focus on 5, even though he has 1,100, that doesn't mean that. What I'm trying to say is get the 5 stars because that's what the public's looking for, period. Okay. Next. Again, like I said, he had an 82 when we found him. He ended up with 100. He's complete, and we're doing trainings left and right. And this is his testimonial, but I want you guys to get this next statement. Imagine having the ability to go around town, meeting the folks that you meet, and having the confidence of telling them to Google you, having that confidence of no matter where people find you, you're solid, you're branded, it's all working, and it's working for you. Versus going to these presentations or meeting people, handing them a little paper card, and then like walking away saying, "Oh my goodness, I hope these people don't Google me." Right? That's one of the biggest benefits of having this stuff done is the confidence that okay, Google is taken care of, where 87% of my business starts. Then you can focus on other things, right? So secret number 2, how to build your brand online, right? Your reach and your grow so you can grow your business quickly. It's the digital business card that I mentioned within the Google business page. It's extremely powerful, you guys, because 88% of paper cards, get thrown away in the first 2 weeks. You got to get a digital card. Some of your brands offer them. Go ahead and take them if they're free, if you don't want to pay for one. Ours is pretty simple. It's 99 bucks a year, but you got to get within the times. Again, it's 2023. This is that second. There's 3 secrets. First is the 8 sites. Second is a digital business card, right? Super easy to use. 1 button to add to contacts, all your social media on the front. You can share any way you wish, text, email, or QR. The menu's completely customizable. Okay. So old habits, they're hard to break. It's time to get this stuff done, you guys. You know, you come to these things and you gather information, but that's not enough. It's implementation. It's making the conscious decision to take your business to the next level, to set a goal, et cetera, et cetera. It all starts with making that decision to do this, right? So if you want help with this, just text the number, a big fat YES, and let us know that you want help. All right. The number's 201-381-7933. Let us know that you need help. And our secret number 3 is forgetting about the frustration, remember in the beginning when I asked you guys, you know, I said 48% of realtors are struggling keeping up with this stuff, right? Well, here's the 3rd secret. We do it for you. That's us. No more wasted time, no more frustration. That's the 3rd secret. Tony, we do it all for you. So here's the deal. We did the research. If you did this yourself, went through each platform, kind of found someone to do it separately, you'd spend about $1,970 bucks. All right. Now, bonus with us, number 1, it starts with a 90-minute phone call. We take our time. On that call, we come up with a branding strategy for all those platforms. We now have a ton of different templates, different images we can play with. It's a lot of fun. And then afterwards, we go through each platform with you and get a bunch of information from you. It's a large information and brainstorming call. Okay. That's the first bonus with us. This is what we came up with for Gary for all his platforms. Then adding that, you're at like $2,867. Now, the second bonus is this digital business card. All right. It's completely customizable, crazy powerful tool. And that, remember, statistic is what you need to remember, because 88% of these things end up in the trash. All right. So adding this, the value now is about $3,164. So if all this did would get you 1 client, even if the price was $3,000, which it's not, if all this did was get you 1 client, would it be worth it? Throw it in the chat. Text it to me, wherever you want to. Yeah. All right, we got some texters coming through here. If it did was get you 1 client, absolutely. Yes, yes. Why? Heck yes. We have asterisks. Beautiful. Anne Marie says yes. Thanks, Eddie. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's pretty much a no-brainer, Laura. So, Christina, here's the deal. Our price for HCAR is $13.96. You pay it once, it's done. That's it. Okay. So write that down. 1396. And it's dabbling versus all in. Most of you commented in the beginning, I'm all in, I'm all in. It's time to be all in within your Google presence, within your real estate specific digital footprint. So if you're all in, text this number, all in, and I'm going to be firing away some links, because some of you are team leads, some of you are brokers, some of you are owners, some of you are individual agents. So we want to know who's all in. We're going to send you that specific link that you need, because we want to make sure that you sign up for the right one. Now, this QR code are for individual agents and brokers. Okay. This doesn't apply if you're a team lead. So if you're an individual agent or if you're a broker, take your phone and scan that. While you're scanning that, I'm going to send the links to the folks that asked for it. Okay, this is for your, oh, amazing. So Calvin, text me, Calvin, is your son a licensed agent as well? Just text me if he is. I'm going to send you this link. Okay. So Calvin, this link is for you and this link is for your son. Okay. Separately sign that up, and I'm going to walk you through sign up here in a second. Tracy, here you go. All in, didn't get a name. Whoever I just text this to, make sure you text me your full name, please. And then I got a yes, but no name. Awesome. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate you. And now I'm going to walk you guys through sign up. So here's what happens. First of all, let's explain this again. It starts with a 90-minute phone call. I had a lot of you text and ask for the link, so pay attention to this. It's super important. 90-minute phone call. On the call, we come up with a branding strategy and we go through all 8 platforms with you. If you don't have the platform, we create it from scratch with you, okay? That's the product. Now, when you click, this is what's going to happen. You'll scroll up and you'll see personal information, account information, right? That's just name, phone number, email, etc. Once you fill that in and click, I forget what the green button at the bottom says, but you'll click the green button to advance. Next is going to be payment, subscribe. That's what it is. Fill in your payment information, hit subscribe. Then what's going to happen, you're going to see another screen with a red link at the top. You have to hit that red link in order to schedule your call with your coach. Once you hit the red link, the calendar is going to pop up like this. And the blue dots are the dates that are available for your success call. Once you choose the date, the times of the day will pop up, choose the best time and date, and you are off and running. And you're going to get 4 emails. One of them is a Calendly invitation between you and your coach. One of them is a receipt because it's a business expense. One of them is a email about your digital business card because you get that for a year here. And last is going to be a welcome email with step-by-step instructions as far as what we need from you to submit to us prior to your call. So again, what this program gets is a 90-minute phone call. We go through all the actual platforms with you, create the branding, and you get our digital card for 1 year. If you decide to keep it after a year, we would ask you to pay $99, okay? But the $1396 gets you everything, even the card for 1 year. And again, this is the QR code that you scan. Now, what I'm going to do is really quick in the chat, I'm going to break from this present. I'm going to get I have a couple people asking me, I guess maybe their camera isn't working. So I'm going to get the link and put it in the chat as well. Optimization digital card. Where are you? There it is. Optimization yearly digital card. So I'm going to grab this link and put it in the chat for you guys too. Copy, paste. So there it is in the chat. And this is what it's going to look like on your phone or your computer. It tells you all about what you get. It tells you the value, the special price. You get the optimization, which is $12.97 because there's a $300 discount for you guys. And then the digital card for $99 a year. That's included in the $13.96. If you wish to keep the card, you re-up in a year. Okay. So it's time to say goodbye to your fears. It's time to wrap your head around this and let us do it. You got to leverage your time. If you did this yourself and you knew what you were doing, it would take you 50 to 70 actual hours. That's how long it takes our people to do it right. So I see a lot of you signing up. This is great. Take your time. Okay, so Christina, you have the digital card. Wait, I have a digital card. Okay, so if you have digital cards, text me that as well. And I'll just send you a different link because we don't want you to buy a digital card if you don't want it or need it. So let me copy this and send it to you. Here you go. And then, so Joanne, the only yearly fee would be the digital business card if you kept it after a year. This is not this is a flat fee. You pay it once. That's it. This whole $13.96 is a one-time payment. If you decide to keep your digital business card after this year, because it'll prompt you to ask if you want it, you opt in yes or you opt in no. So I'm going to send you, Joanne, this link if you haven't already scanned for the 1396. Oh, let's see. Right here. So next thing's next. Oh, this is Lisa Vidal, you guys. She found us as a brand new agent, and I want to share with you her testimonial. I got my first closing ever from her Google page and got another from Instagram, and it would not have happened if I didn't invest in this opportunity. When she found us, she was brand new. She's with EXP. This is Willie Harden. I found him at a RE/MAX convention. He's a broker owner for multiple offices and actual mortgage companies. He gets 4 to 5 qualified leads per week, and he closes 1 to 2 deals per month from what you guys did on Google for me. We've done everything for this man. We've optimized him. We've helped him with Google local ads, and he's really benefiting from everything that we do. I like to end with frequently asked questions. Okay, hold on, Christina. Did we maintain the sites after initial setup? No, that's why this is so cheap. We set it up, we optimize them, we brand them, and we give them back to you. Maintaining afterwards only looks like posting on social media. We've been doing this for 7 years. We haven't had anyone come back to us yet and say, hey, this is messed up or that's messed up as far as the like broken links or things like that. So knock on wood, that's been working out perfectly. But Christina, we do have a service that's called Done For You, where we would actually create and maintain your social media. But we don't even touch that until you're optimized properly. Okay. Laura, please send link without digital card. Text me and I'll send it to you already, or to your cell phone. Actually, no. All right, that's fine. I'll just put it here because there's gonna be a lot of you who might already have a digital card. So let me do this. It's just the real estate, Real Greater Optimization. This is without the digital card. So I will just put it here for everyone. That is without digital card. All right, so there it is in the chat. Now let's go back to frequently asked questions because some of you, this helps. So the first question we hear a lot is what sites do you optimize? We set up and optimize on all 8: Google Business, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Homes.com, Realtor, and Zillow. And if you don't have them, we're going to create them for you. Who do you work with? We schedule a call with an expert coach for 90 minutes based on immediate availability. For those of you that are signing up, you're going to see we might be a week or 2 out. So that's the reason that happens. How long does it take? We complete the optimization within 30 business days after the 90-minute call. So this is all going to be done basically in 4 to 5 weeks. It'll be done for you. Do you have a say in the branding? Absolutely. You're going to meet with us, come up with a branding image that is custom and personal to you. It's as an automated process. No, it's customized approach completed by a team of professionals. All right. So last but not least, that's the scan. If you haven't yet. Okay, we got another all in. Let me get you the right link. RG card, copy, paste. Here it comes. Whoever that is in all caps, go ahead and reply to me with your full name so I know. Never got links for the guides. Yes, give me a few. Oh, regarding the guides, for those of you that asked for them, just give me a few. I gotta end the presentation and then you'll get your freebies. I'll commit to you by the end of the day. Okay. So, awesome. Thanks, John. Remember, I'm going to leave you guys with this. It's a 3-step sign-up process. You do your personal information, your payment information, and then there's a red link that pops up. That schedules a call with your coach. Make sure you do it properly. Okay. So for those of you that are taking action, congratulations. I see a handful of you doing it. So welcome to our team. Welcome to our family. Is there anyone on this call who's the current client that wants to give a shout out to us and like let your other colleagues know your experience? I don't see any.
Can you hear me? How are you?
Hey, everything's great. Hey, hi,
I'm a
Paulette.
client of yours and I can't do without the card. It's very helpful. Yeah.
Amazing. So you love our card. That's great.
I love it.
It's a super
I love it. I
powerful
love
tool
all
when
that
you use
do.
it.
It makes my life so easy.
Awesome. Thank you, Paulette.
You're welcome.
Anyone go through the optimization that have a success story. Trying to look for names. I don't recognize any more names.
Michael, I had a question for you. I'm just looking through the chat and I don't know whether we have time to go over this. Somebody was asking before about talking about reels, but I'm just thinking maybe we could do something like you know, our next breakfast with benefits with you guys on maybe like videos or reels, like specific, like kind of like a how-to. Because I know
Yeah, I
there's
can drop
quite
that
a lot
info to
involved.
Alex. And have him, yeah, I'll mention it to Alex and see if we can't come up with something, a presentation about that for sure.
Yeah, and actually, because I had just gotten a cancellation for somebody in May, so Alex asked me, you know, anytime there's a cancellation, please let us know because we would love to do it. So maybe we could do something about, because I think, you know, from what you had said, that reels are so popular and that's where you get so many of your likes and interaction, that I think that that might be good. And you know, just in terms of, well, how do you do a reel? Well, how do you, what do you put in a reel? Things like that.
Right.
You know?
Got it. Yeah, I'll pass it on. Actually, I mean, Mary, do you have Alex's email? Of course you do.
Yes. Mhm.
If you can email him and myself, CC me, I'm Michael at getrealgrader.com. I'll put
Okay.
that in here in the chat. Michael at getrealgrader.com. Go ahead and just email us the request. I'm sure he will be happy to oblige. And you know what? That reminds me, I'm going to throw my personal calendar in this chat for those that are watching, participating, and wanting. If you want to meet with me for 30 minutes and I can go through your platforms with you, I'll be happy to, just like I did with Tony. So that's my calendar down there. You can click on it, just grab a spot. The next few weeks, I'm actually pretty open because I'm not traveling. Usually I am. Come May, we're on the road again. So any specific questions as far as signing up and what we do? Otherwise, you have the links here in the chat. You got my personal calendar there to click on if you want to spend time with me. Amazing. All right.
Great.
It's time to jump to our next appointment, you guys. It's right here on the half hour. I hope you guys got something good out of today. Thank you for joining. Those that are with us, thank you for being a loyal client, and we look forward to taking on new ones.
Thanks, Mike. Very, really good presentation. And thank you to everybody who participated. And we'll have the recording for you hopefully later this afternoon for tomorrow morning. Okay.
Awesome.
Have a great
Bye,
day,
guys.
everyone.
Great day.
Bye-bye. Bye.